Let's see here. Looks like it's recording. Um, what's good? It's your boy Neos. See, it's real late. You guys, you can tell on the side of my screen here. It is 12:35. It's 12:35. It's kind of late for me and everything. I literally just got done eating some chili not so long ago. And playing some Cyberpunk. I was I'm not gonna lie, yesterday for a Monday, it was a very, very busy day. Yeah, it's been like a long day. Um, but besides all that, I will say though, before I go any further, I am a little bit tired. I am a little bit like out of there. So my words sound like I'm mumbling or something or whatever. Or if I start like stuttering or something or anything like that, it's most likely for the simple fact I am tired. But this is basically my response to a YouTuber. Her name is Purple Haze. I had pulled up to her stream a week ago on a Sunday, and we was basically having like a different stance on opinions and stuff on sorry, on gaming and everything. And I literally spent my week trying to clip clips and everything. My internet has been acting up on and off, and I was trying to edit up a response video on DaVinci Resolve and everything. And I just literally said F it. I literally almost gave up on this because we were talking back and forth and her Discord and everything. And we had a little bit of a good conversation and stuff like that, but I still felt it deep down with like inside, like I have to still make this response video because I don't really think she was getting what I was telling her. And I remember in the stream she was saying that you're not saying anything revolutionary. So my thing is, Purple, I'm not trying to sound revolutionary. I'm not trying to say anything revolutionary. I'm just bringing up a point about my stance and how I feel about today's gaming and about Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox. I mean, hell, if I'm being honest with you, I'm even critical of things on PC. That's why I was literally telling you about my stance on Nvidia and everything, right? Because we were talking about emulation, piracy, greed, and she was saying to me, well, what is the definition? Well, not the definition, but what is greed? And I'm kind of going to get here to that in a little bit. I'm just basically explaining like the catch up and everything to individuals who don't know what I'm talking about or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much like what this is going to be. I know it's very late. I wanted to get a video out, but editing in DaVinci is no joke. It's gonna take a little bit of time for me to get that down packed because I do got some videos I'm planning on working on. But I think for now, while I'm working in DaVinci, I do plan on to pop out another video on my new PC build, and I do have some very demanding games downloaded. So I actually can't wait to like get MSI Afterburner set up so that way people can see like the full capabilities of my PC and everything. So, and then also give my take like, if people should go out there and go buy them a PC or not. So basically what this video is going to be is just going to be my response to Purple Haze. I also will link her YouTube channel in the description. so that way people can go check her out. I think she does make some pretty cool content. She also did invite me to come on to her podcast. I did say that I would think about it. That is something that I would definitely want to think about because it's not really on my mind to like do so right now. But most definitely, if Purple and if you see this, probably someday. I just think right now I am going through a lot of stuff, and I kind of want to clean some stuff up, and try to figure some stuff out. Basically, right now. So yeah, I'm pull up her video, and yeah, we're gonna get into this. So I did pull up in her stream because we was on a dark streams. Basically, he was streaming Expedition 33, and also shout out to Dark if in case if he watches this. So yeah, she had pulled up and everything, and she said something about her Chromebook, and I was like, "You Chromebooks?" So I have a different take on Chromebooks. My thing is about Chromebooks. If, in my opinion, if it's not a gaming laptop, I don't want it. The thing is, the reason why I say gaming, I don't want to just use my laptop for gaming. I also want to use my laptop for all purposes. That's the real reason why I would go for a laptop with a GPU in it, because at least on that laptop, I can do a little bit of rendering and, a little bit of gaming, here and there. And that'll pretty much be for like college one day, the day that I decide to go. So definitely going to work on buying me a decent laptop someday, because I know another thing is too, I'm not always going to want to get on the desktop. So I think having a gaming laptop would be really good for me. And also another thing is too, I know that we was talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm sorry, it's so late for me. I had a long work day. I know that she was talking about how she liked the Nintendo Switch 2 because what's the word I'm looking for? That word is literally right on the tip of my tongue. Convenience. That's right, convenience. She basically got the Nintendo Switch 2 for convenience and everything. And surprisingly, Purple, if I'm being honest, before I go into my criticisms about the Nintendo Switch 2, I was actually planning on buying a Nintendo Switch 2. Believe it or not, I was actually planning on buying a Nintendo Switch 2. But after I saw that presentation and everything, literally after I saw that presentation and everything, I'm like, dude, you guys are not getting my money. Like, Nintendo, and I'm gonna be completely honest about this, Purple. The fact that they sold a console that can brick itself, the fact that they are literally charging you to talk to your friends online and everything, literally on a downgraded Discord, and then to use a button on the Switch. I forget what the button is. It's very late for me. But the fact that they're selling you that, and then they're selling you on game key cards, and then I'm gonna get into that a little bit, Purple. So before you go into whatever, in case you're reacting to this or something, the game key cards that literally triggers a download from the Nintendo eShop, no. If I buy a game, I want full access to that game. I don't want to be able to access the Nintendo no, that's not, I'm not rocking with that. If you're gonna give the game, put the whole game on the cartridge, or better yet, don't make the damn cartridge. That's just how I feel. So I'm gonna click on her video before I go all over the place. It is late for me. Usually I start going on rants. I start jumping from one subject to another. So I'm going to go ahead, pull it up, and give my take. So See here.
organizations I would leave my current job for, and Nintendo's one of them.
All right, so I said the laptop thing or whatever.
Yeah, like I said, I think the Nintendo series I like to see. I like
Wait, is
what's
this the
that
right
game that
one?
just came out. It's about this
Yep,
girl.
yep. This is the right one.
All right, y'all. Do y'all want to do teams or do you want to do a regular race? Teams or regular race? Good game
Right.
it was. Was he after second half of the race? Because if I didn't,
Okay, all right, don't say all that.
I'm 22. I remember being on one American Veterans.
Get to the point.
For,
Come on.
Boss Katana and Blender someday. Oh, I'm gonna get into Blender one day. Oh, look at their portfolios and everything.
Okay.
2 red shells helped me. I hit you with 3 red shells, Shadai. That was me.
All right, so this is what I said right here. So she had asked me if like, let me see here. Fuck.
Thanks.
I'm all over the place. It is very, very late for me.
Possible? Mainly look for is like, hey, are these
Let me see here. I might have to skip it up a little bit.
fun? Virtually everybody on the channel. So,
Come on.
oh my goodness, how's this possible?
Crap.
Oh, Shadai, gosh. Always at the end. Always at the end. Ah.
Cause she had asked me if I like Nintendo. She literally asked me if I like had a Nintendo console. It was something like that. I'm sorry. Trying to get to the timestamps is late as fuck for me. I don't care. This is dedication. I'm dedicating this time to my response. So I know that she had asked me that. And I basically gave her the response that I used to like Nintendo. Like I did. I used to have a Nintendo Switch 1. I literally didn't even really play on it that much when I had it. First off, I was literally only playing on it when I was wanting to play Yu-Gi-Oh or something. I made other accounts. I'm like, shit, at this point, I'm just trying to make other accounts, F around, build some decks or whatever in case I didn't feel like grinding or something, just to use it for whatever. Because I didn't really have that many games for it. Another problem with Nintendo that I had, their games really don't go on sale as much. Like, if you wanted to buy a game from them, you're paying full price for that game. So I barely even bought any games for it. I mean, like, like crap. I could get so many games on PlayStation cheaper than what I could on Nintendo. So I'm like, dude, I'm not even finna even do that. I only had Breath of the Wild, and I only had what's that game called? Smash Bros. Ultimate. That's the only 2 games I had, and I barely even played them. They were fun, but my Nintendo OLED, it wasn't enticing enough for me to like turn on. I mean, when I had the Nintendo Switch 1, it was lackluster. The last Nintendo console I even really had fun on, if I'm being honest with you, Purple, was the Wii U, even though I know that console flopped. But it was the Wii U, the Nintendo Wii, and the DS. That was it. Oh, wait, no. And the N64. I did have an N64 growing up. That was actually pretty lit, too. I can't forget about that N64. That N64 was pretty lit. But besides that, Nintendo today, hell no. No.
Nintendo right
So,
now, really
let me go back. Not go back, but let me forward it a little bit. It's pure dedication. I am tired. But I'm dedicating this response because I feel like I just got a response. I just got to.
A live streaming this past Sunday and Monday on my oh nice.
So this is what I said, but I'm gonna let her say what she gotta say though.
We'll drop a Discord link right now. If you want to join the Discord, put your information. We'll get your channel up and stuff.
I appreciate that. I might let you know one day. I might.
A couple of years ago, but today not. I'll just emulate your pirate. I can't support Nintendo there. What? No, I think they're the best company.
So, Purple, before you go any further, the reason why I said that they're a crappy company is because, first off, none of their games barely even go on sale. Second off, their games are literally running at PS3 graphics. Like some of the games on the Nintendo Switch 2, and hell, even the Nintendo Switch 1 didn't even look like current gen. Like I could literally emulate a game on my PC right now and definitely probably make it look like it's current gen. But then again, it's stupid for me to compare an inferior console like the Nintendo Switch to almost a 2K PC. That would be stupid for me to do. So I'm not even gonna make that comparison. But that's just me keeping a buck about that. About the graphics wise, I mean. So another reason why I said that they're a crappy company, Purple, is because the fact that they're going after emulation. So I feel that way because Nintendo, they don't want you to actually play older games. They rather abandon their old games and leave you with the newer games to play. That's the other problem that I have with Nintendo. Like they was literally going and shutting down emulator sites after emulator sites. And it's like, dude, you're not even selling these games anymore, bruh. You're not even selling these games anymore. So that's my argument about that, Purple. I'd rather just emulate it rather than to give them money, because I feel like the things that Nintendo is doing, I feel like it makes it morally right for me to do so, to pirate their games based on what they're doing. Even with the key card situation, that's a wake up call, Purple. That's what I was trying to tell you. That's a wake up call. The fact that they want you to unlock the game from their store just to play it. I mean, like it's only it's only going to get worse. That's why I'm just like, I'd rather just emulate your games or pirate your games rather than give you my money and then later on I won't be able to access it. Because the thing is about it, Nintendo Switch 2, I tell you this, Purple, the Nintendo Switch 2 is not going to really do good on the used market in the future. It's really not going to do good on the used market at all. Imagine buying a Nintendo Switch 2 like in 2035 or something, but then that person sold you a brick ass console. It don't work, don't do anything. Maybe Nintendo might drop support for it. And if it's bricked, it might remain bricked. I mean, like, that I ain't gonna lie. If I ever see some stuff like that on Twitter, I'm crying. I'm gonna be really crying. I'm gonna be like, bro, ain't no way you fell for this shit, bro. It ain't no fucking way you just fell for this stuff. So So with that being said, Purple, that's the real reason why I said I'd rather emulate. And another reason why I'd rather emulate those games, because I know I'm gonna make them run better. I'm actually gonna get the true 1440p, the true 4K, and then run these games at like 60 plus FPS. Majority of the games on Nintendo Switch are not even running at its like the frame rate that it should run at. Purple, that's my thing. I just can't support Nintendo because of the things that they're doing. I'm paying attention to the things that they're doing. Purple, I don't care about their business practices. That's my thing. I don't care about your business practices because the business practices doesn't say anything to me. What says something to me is what you're doing in the market. Look at what you're selling, the product that you're selling. You're selling a product that can break itself. You have to pay to talk to your friends, which it has terrible camera audio, like not audio, but terrible camera quality. It doesn't even look good. It looks like a 360 picture at best, or 144p. I don't know, something. And to use a button on the Nintendo Switch 2, and then the game key cards, and then selling your games for $80 to $90. Purple. Look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't think, in all honesty, I don't think Mario Kart World is worth it. I don't think that's worth it. Why in the hell would I pay $80 for a game that's literally Mario Kart 2.0? Like Mario Kart 8 2.0. Why would I pay for that? And I know ain't nobody's forcing me to, but the thing is about it, I've been trying to keep up with Mario Kart. Literally, I even heard some people say that there's not even nobody playing the stuff. It's the bare minimum. Like it's the bare, like it's literally Mario Kart 8 with open world. That's all that is. That's all that is. And I'm not trying to be too judgmental about the damn device, but I'm very critical of it. Because at the end of the day, you got these little Nintendo cuck boys out here literally trying to defend a purchase when they know that they just got milked. These crappy companies out here are literally milking people. That's why I even brung up in this video about other folks that has the same opinion as me, but not even just the same opinion. It's almost like the same feeling. Like, don't get me wrong, Purple, I love Nintendo. I do love their games, but I just don't like what Nintendo has become. Same thing for PlayStation. When I was a kid, PlayStation was an entirely different thing. Now, sure, as a kid, I didn't know nothing about their business practices. I ain't know, A through Z about any of that dumb shit because I don't care. But at the same time, PlayStation was different. They was dropping games. You know what they're doing today? Third party. They're third party now. They don't even have the games. Like literally, it be times on Twitter where I have to put these ponies on their ass. It's like, dude, what is you doing? Like, bro, what is we doing? Like, what is we doing, bro? I literally have to be putting them on their ass sometimes. Cause it's like, bro, I literally had this one dumbass pony before tried to argue with me because I made the point on Twitter that literally, well, actually, no, this didn't take place on Twitter, but this took place on another person's YouTube channel. Shout out to you, VG Fight School. So I had tagged him because he literally put together, and I know I'm kind of like going off here. I'm tired, so forgive me for that. So he had put together a PC that could rival the PS5 Pro, right? And that's another thing that I'm gonna get into shortly here. So he had put together a PS5 Pro PC build comparison. Like he had put together a GPU, a CPU, and he did 1080p, 1440p, and 4K testing on these on this build and everything, right? And it equaled out to the same price point of the PS5 Pro. Like if you was to buy the disc, the stand, and everything else for it, it's gonna come up to $800+. So I made the statement on my Twitter. I even tagged him saying that a $800 PC will be a better purchase than the PS5 Pro. And on my Twitter, I got some shit for that. I did. I had the ponies coming up talking about some damn GTA 6, bro. I don't give no fuck about no GTA 6. I've been playing GTA 5. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5 for like literally a decade. I'm talking about ever since like way back when the game first came out. Like I'm talking about since from when I was a kid to now I'm an adult. Like now I'm up here playing 5M and everything, role play servers, right? So for a person that literally bought that game on the PS3, PS4, let's see here, the PS5, I played it on Xbox. I mean, hell, I mean, like, I even got it on PC. I bought that on 3 different generational consoles. I'm pretty sure I played enough GTA. I played enough. Like, I don't care about GTA 6. And plus, not only that, I think the devs already came out and said that the game is going to be running at 30 FPS anyway. Why in the hell would I want to play a downgraded 30 FPS game when I can just play this on my PC and run it at 60 plus? Hell, I could probably get way more frames than that too, if I'm being honest. Cause I could just, like, people be surprised at what I could do on this PC. Like, I could definitely push the FPS on this PC. You be shocked at what I can do on it. Now, sure, 7900 XT, it isn't a 4090, it ain't a 5090, but it can damn sure push out some frames. And this is AMD's second best GPU of the 7000 series cards. So with that being said, had some people to pull up talking about GTA 6 and everything. And I was literally arguing with this dude. He's up there talking about, your PC is shit with a 3060, bro. Do you know the 3060 literally beats a base PS5, a base Xbox? You know that card can literally run games at 120, 60 plus FPS at 1440p to medium to high settings. I mean, I was literally playing with the card at 1440p. I never used it at 4K, but even at 4K, there's been some people that's been able to run that card at 4K 60 and 50 FPS, which I think is really not that bad, if I'm being honest. Now, with that being said, literally had this dude going back and forth with me, and he's losing the argument. These people out here, these PlayStation ponies, like, I feel like the Nintendo people has become the new PlayStation ponies. Because they're literally trying so hard to justify a purchase when you got scammed. Purple, my whole take about this Nintendo Switch 2 is that it's a scam. Same thing like the PS5 Pro, it's a scam. There's nothing generational about this. I'm literally looking at videos from Digital Foundry. I'm literally doing my own research to see what this console can do. I even looked at gameplay of Donkey Kong Bonanza or whatever that damn game is called, and the frame rate drops. Now, I know some people could argue, be like, well, frame rate drops, that happens on everywhere. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But at the same time, if this device is using DLSS, because literally on Twitter, there were Nintendo dudes talking about, oh, this DLSS and everything. Like, I'm literally trying to figure out, when did console dudes start to become tech gurus and shit? I'm confused. When the hell did y'all start caring about DLSS and FSR? I'm confused. When did y'all start caring about frame generation and all this extra shit? I thought y'all called PC gamers nerdy for this stuff, but like now y'all care about it. Now y'all care about it. I find that to be really weird, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I find that to be really weird, bruh. But at the end of the day, like I said, Purple, my money will not go to Nintendo. They are a completely crappy company. I can't support that. I can't support game key cards. I can't support, people not maintaining their ownership of their games. I can't do that. I can't do that. Don't sell a cartridge and then talk about, oh, it's a game key card. So now that means I have to literally, the game key card is literally going to unlock the game from a store so I can play it. No, put the game on the damn cartridge. Don't have, like, why is you making keys? And I know Nintendo is doing this stuff because they want to fight piracy. They want to fight emulation and everything. But the thing is about it, you can't fight this stuff. You can't fight this stuff because the thing is, piracy and everything, it's a service issue. It's a service issue. If you don't want people doing these things, become a better service. That's the solution to that. If you don't want people to pirate your games, if you don't want people to emulate your games, make your games become way more available. Make sure you make a device where people can actually go back and play the damn game. Because my thing is, I was surprised. I remember when the Nintendo Switch 1 first came out, and I was surprised that Nintendo, they didn't make a way for Nintendo 3DS and Nintendo DS games to be played on that on the Nintendo Switch. And I was just really surprised on why they didn't do that. That was your chance right there, because when you leave games behind, Purple, emulation is the only way to keep these games rocking. Emulation is the only way. Now, you can have these consoles or whatever. A lot of people has made that argument, but at the end of the day, that doesn't mean anything because those consoles will degrade over time. The data on those discs will just become just plain disc one day. I mean, like literally, I have this Batman, the animated series, complete series, right? It's one of my favorite Batman TV series, by the way. Cause I do like the DCAU. I do like Superman the animated series, Batman Beyond. I can talk about all that for days. Right. So my thing is, I literally put in the disc on my DVD player. And when I started to watch it, I was just looking like, whoa, this disc is showing its age. Like, this shit look dated as hell. It's dated. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. That is crazy. Like, you know, like the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, damn, bro, this shit is dated. Like, I think one of these days I might have to actually end up burning the CD. Like, literally. Either that or maybe trying to buy like another set or something. I don't know. But one of these days, I have a good feeling that disc, it may not even work. Ain't even no scratches on it, but it just may not even play anymore. That's just my thing. Things will degrade over time, you know. And I might be all over the place. It is late, you know, so I am gonna try to like get through your live or whatever. And I'm gonna send this to you too, by the way. I'm gonna send this to you, and you can give me your opinions. You can give me your take, but this is just me giving my take. This is just me, you know, telling you on how I see things and how I feel about it. Because like I said, the way how Nintendo is going about stuff, I think in my opinion, at this point, I don't see myself giving Nintendo no money no time soon. And I would love to do things the right way, but at the same time, these companies are making it hard for you to do so. So, continue.
Seriously, here's why I'll say that, Neos. I'm glad you bring this up. 2 red shells helped me. I hit you with 3 red shells, Shadai. That was me. Thanks, Ambi. All right, what do y'all want to do? One more or world? We can do one more and then we can do world. You want to do that? Is the one I'm on now. Okay, this is your channel? Okay, cool. Well, I'll be stepping out since I have to wake up early tomorrow. All right, if Shadai leaves, okay. We'll go do... We're going to switch to world. One more is good. Okay, one more is good. We'll do one more. We'll do one more and then we'll do world. Thanks so much, Shadai. Early night for you, no? Aren't you based in New York?
I'm going to skip it up a little bit.
Thanks for coming by.
Hopefully
Here's
she
what
can
I'm
get to
gonna
it.
say,
All right,
Neos.
cool.
I hear what you're saying. You're saying like your thing is like this. This is just my personal, this is a different point of view, right?
Which I totally get it. That's respectable.
You like PC because you said you get to pirate, you get to emulate, you get to do all that, right?
Right,
Well,
right.
on the other side of that, like when you're trying to have a company you're trying to sell things like, because when you're in the game industry, you most likely are taking a pay cut. I'm just putting that out right now. Not like a CEO, but like a game developer, anybody on the partnerships teams, anybody on the go-to-market, you're usually taking a pay cut. Just is what it is. You're usually coming from a tech background, and most time tech companies could pay you more. So when people say like, oh, Nintendo sucks because they charge too much or they do whatever, the flip side of that is there are actually people who are like selling that. You know what I mean? And so what I look at is like, how does a company treat their employees?
Which 100%, I 100% respect. I 100% respect that. I 100% respect that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, maybe Nintendo does treat their employees pretty good or whatever. And I think anybody who is looking for a job definitely should always look into that. Because that's one thing I have definitely learned is like when you're searching for a job, or especially like if it's a corporation or something that you're working for, definitely do your research before you take that job. In my opinion, I could be wrong about this or whatever, but I think it is really important to look into how that job would be beneficial to you. So yeah, I would definitely say that that's really intelligent to do so, is to look into it, look into the benefits, look into its employee retention and everything like that, how it treats its employees and everything. So I will 100% agree with you on that, Purple. 100%.
Bottom line. And for Nintendo, like I said this earlier in the stream, there's very few companies that can compete with Nintendo as far as their rate of like keeping their retention of employee, and that's like something that's important. Like when
very true.
Past, like,
that's true. I 100% agree.
I can't afford this, or because there's going to be a point you're going to afford it. It's not going to be about a cost thing. You're going to be able to afford whatever you want.
That's true too.
At least when it that stinks. And so then it's stuff like that. Like, what is the value to me? That's why they all do the same thing. Like, it's about how I enjoy my time.
That's understandable.
That's how I look at it. You can't claim they suck then when they still when they sell their games. Also, no company gives a fuck about the server. If you think they do, then you're lost.
So my reply to him is that the thing is, I can claim that they suck. Nintendo today, they do suck. I'm not hopping on the bandwagon. This is personal feelings. Because I really, really like Nintendo games. I like Zelda. I like Mario. That stuff right there is childhood. That stuff is childhood. I mean, like, literally my first game that I ever played was Super Mario 64. That's my first ever Mario game that I ever played. Mind you, to anyone who doesn't know this, that was my mom's console. The Nintendo 64, I remember being at the age of 5 playing on that console. Like, that's literally my first console I ever played on. Then I got my hands on the PS2. But that's only just a small backstory. I might go into this one day. Maybe if I come on Purple Show or something or whatever, or if anybody wants to know like my backstory, my background story or whatever, and how I got into gaming. So that's definitely how I got into gaming, was that N64. That Super Mario 64, I remember being a little kid. Oh, bro, I was so addicted to that shit. I remember being so addicted to Mario 64. I was just like, yo, this game is the best game ever. I remember going into the sea. I remember fighting Browser in that damn game. Oh my God, dude, I can just keep going on. The castle. Like, dude, that was the shit. That was the shit. I thought that was the greatest thing of all time. I didn't know that the console was old or anything like that. Hell, I remember when I got the PS2, like later on, like 'cause I wasn't playing the PS2 like when it first came out, but like later on, like when the PS3 was out and everything, when I was playing on the PS2, I thought that stuff was the best thing ever. I thought that stuff was the best thing ever, man. I really miss the old days of gaming. But luckily I get to enjoy that stuff on my PC because man, you know, I really wish that I could go back and buy those old consoles. I really wish I could, but I'm just not dumb enough to go do that. Cause like, why would I spend $200 on a PS2 when it might only work for like, I don't know, maybe like a week, maybe. I don't know. But the thing is about it, I can claim that they suck. They do suck. And I feel like they make it morally right to do so by emulating their games, or even the people out there that want to pirate their stuff. Like that game keycard situation kind of pissed off a lot of people, and including me too. I'm not even gonna hold you, like, bruh. You know, some people could call me a hypocrite, but like, well, you buy your games on Steam and everything. You don't have access to only, and you know what? You're right. I would say that. Yeah, you're right. But the thing is about it, the thing is about that, in case that happens, I have so many places, like literally on my Chrome. You wouldn't even believe me if I told you this. I have so many places to go if Steam tries their bullshit. Because Steam already got BS right now with the payment processors and stuff. That's another thing I want to talk about too in the future too, because people want to talk about, oh, the Gooner games or whatever. Oh, maybe that shouldn't be on Steam or whatever. You know, that stuff is just an experiment, right? That's only just the beginning of games getting removed and stuff. That's only just the beginning. It's only going to get worse over time. So the thing is about it, I'm already establishing some stuff, putting stuff in place in case things go to shit. That's why I literally have these two emulators right here, the PCS2 emulator and the PS3 emulator. I already got things in place in case things go to shit. So I'm gonna be chilling, whether I did it the legal way or the illegal way. But at the same time, you know, it is what it is. But I just think people should fight back against these crappy practices. I'm sorry, but Nintendo selling their console the way that they did, and I could speak on this because I actually intended to get one. I used to have a Nintendo Switch, but when they dropped that whole presentation, I'm sitting there watching this. I'm watching the reveal and everything. I'm like, bro, it's not that much of a difference from the first Nintendo Switch. Now, sure, they might have added some third-party titles on there or whatever. Some people could, you know, talk about that. But the thing is about it, why would I buy an inferior version of Elden Ring when I know that shit went? I'm not even gonna say anything about my PC. I'm not even gonna say anything about it. But I had that game on my PlayStation 5. Literally, that game ran so much better on my PS5. It ran so much better on my PS5. Once it come out on the Nintendo Switch 2, something tells me that game ain't gonna run that good. Something really tells me that game ain't gonna run the best. I mean, like, hell, look at Cyberpunk. Look at Cyberpunk. Look at the low FPS that it's getting. It's like, bro, no. Why would I do this? Why would I do this to myself? I literally played Cyberpunk on my PlayStation 5. It runs extremely great. It runs great. I played on my PC, runs 10 times better. So I'm like, at the end of the day, why would I buy these games on the Nintendo Switch 2? That makes no sense. Unless people want the convenient, but even hell, I would say the game runs better on the Steam Deck and ROG Ally than the Nintendo Switch too. Like, come on, bro. At least you're getting 60 FPS. I say that. At least you're getting 60. At least you're getting 60, man. That's all I got to say about that. But also to say to his other point, I'm already knowing that that these companies, they don't care about the consumer. I'm already knowing that. Look at it. Look at Nvidia. Look at PlayStation. Look at all these other people. I'm already knowing that these people don't care. That's why they're getting away with the stuff that they're doing. And that's why I come out, I say something about it. Now, me, I don't have a problem with what people buy with their money. You can go do whatever you want to do. But at the same time, I feel like that choice also impacts the smart consumers because, like, let's say, for example, right? I remember people were buying a lot of 4090s. Now, not everybody has a 4090, but I just don't think $2,000 supports. Let me get my point straight. It is really late. I am trying to make a decent video so I can get me some damn sleep. I do want to respond to a couple of points so I can get up, go to sleep. Actually, no, I actually might watch an episode of Snowfall because I know today is going to be a busy day at work. So kind of want to get this video over with. So, but yeah, back on point. So Nvidia was selling a $2,000 graphics card before the 5090 came out, right? So I know that the 3090 once was a little bit pricey too. And I know that the 4090 was a little bit pricey. Now, I know that these cards aren't for gamers, but there are a lot of dumbass people out here, like a lot of dumb consumers out here that will for real buy that and then brag about it on the internet, be like, oh, I got the 5090, I got the 4090. And by all means, I am not jealous of the people who own these cards, because the thing is, I have a good feeling that I believe one of these days, I don't know when, but I believe one of these days I probably will end up owning a 90 series card. Probably. But that's a small probably, because the thing is about it, I could buy like a 5070 or 5080. I could be happy with that. I mean, like literally, even with the card I got now, I'm happy with what I have. I mean, I started off with a 3060, got a 7900 XT. I mean, like, I mean, I'm chilling. I'm chilling for real. But the thing is about that, when you go out here and you buy these products, you're literally telling Nvidia and you're telling PlayStation, you're telling all these other people that it's okay for them to get over on you. That's the problem. You're allowing yourself to get milked. That's the problem. Now, I don't really have a solution for this, but my only solution is to like literally don't give in to the milking, bro. Hold off on buying these products. Like, I feel like that's probably like the best way to fight it, because the thing is about it, these companies, they need to get a pushback on something. I don't know, something for things to go back in order. Now I know Nvidia, they're moving away from like focusing gaming and everything like that. But my thing is, you got to find a way to give these companies some pushback on some stuff. Let them know that they need to appeal to your needs, not their needs. That's just how I feel. Now, I know you hearing this purple, you might be like, oh, Neos, you just sounded so stupid right there. But at the end of the day, I have a point. At the end of the day, I have a point. I don't care. You can say I sound stupid or whatever right there. That's fine. I don't really give a shit about that. But at the same time, respectfully though, these companies, they need pushback. If you're not giving them pushback, they're gonna get over on you. That's why when I get into it with these ponies and I tell them that y'all got scammed, they get touchy and they get mad. I literally had one dude going back and forth with me talking about, bro, we're gonna get you RDNA 5, bruh, I literally had to tell him that PC gamers will most likely get RDNA 5 before you do. And I'm speaking the truth on that. A lot of these PlayStation dudes literally thought that they was gonna get RDNA 4 on their little PS5 Pro. It's not even RDNA 3. It's not even RDNA 4. It's an RDNA 2 hybrid. That's wild. It's not even that. It's not even that. So like at best when the PS6 come out, it'll probably be RDNA 3 or RDNA 3 hybrid or something. I don't know. But something tells me that PlayStation is not going to get, is definitely not going to get RDNA 5. That's not happening. That's not happening. So I'm very well aware that these companies, they don't care about the consumers. So if you're a consumer, my thing is about that, be smart about what you buy. Because a lot of these consumers out here, in my opinion, Nintendo and everything is anti-consumer. Same thing with PlayStation. Now, PlayStation, that's starting to change a little bit, but I don't get down with anti-consumer. I don't do that. I don't do that. No. So let's go ahead and continue.
I agree. Well, I wouldn't say. I think some of them care. It's to what degree do they care? That's how I think, Paul. Oh my goodness, I got the gold shell.
I can't really even give my opinion about that on that part, honestly.
Look at that, I got a gold shell. Wasn't a
Let me see. I'm trying to skip it up a little bit.
That's no joke. It's been so long since.
All right, hold on.
I'm roughly almost like 30 years older than you. Like, that's no joke. So it's been so long since I've been in that situation.
I respect you. Like, nah, dead ass. I respect. Hey, Purple. I know you're older than me. 100% respect you. Like, dead ass. I know that we were talking in Discord and everything. 100%. I 100% respect you. I always have respect for my OGs out here. Well, some OGs, not everybody. Not everybody I got respect for. I be 100% honest about that. But continue.
Then, like, that was not a thing. But I understand that's like it's a thing now. So there's almost like this point where it's like I don't quite know how to relate to the gamers of today.
So that's the thing, Purple. So I think that's where we were missing each other at. I know that you have a different mindset. You know, you have a different relation about how you feel about games of today. 100% understandable. That's 100% understandable. But my thing is today, gaming is far way more different. My opinions are far way more different than probably what your opinions are. You think of things differently. Same thing like Porter Rock. I'm not trying to compare you to Porter Rock. Don't come after me. Don't come after me. I'm not trying to compare you to Porter Rock. I promise. But even with Porter Rock and a lot of the ponies out there, they have a whole different mindset compared to what other people do. And that's 100%, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, everybody got different stance. I'm not trying to say that people can't have different stances, but at the same time, a lot of the OG gamers out here, they're living in the past. They're holding on and they have different opinions. Like the gamers today and everything. Like, I even say this, me and my homie, like we be talking about some of the things like on console and everything. Like we be talking about how things are far way more better on PC. I can't even lie to you, Purple. I have been enjoying gaming on my PC more than I have on console. And it was crazy about it. I could say this because I'm losing interest in gaming too. at the same time. It's kind of like a weird dynamic because I know that we were talking. I was telling you that there are still a lot of good games being made and everything, and you know, some of these games I can enjoy, but then also some of these other games I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling this. But the reason why I am enjoying games on my PC because they run better. I get to pirate, I get to emulate. But that's the thing, Purple. I have yet to even pirate a game. I have yet to even do that, even though I know how to do it and I already got backups. I literally got backups on my computer in case things go south. Like literally, you will really be surprised on how many places I can go to like literally find a game and be like, oh, yeah, let me just go ahead and snag that real quick. But regardless of that, you know, it's a whole different mindset. You know, like I just really miss playing the old games. You know what I'm saying? Like I enjoy playing all my old games. And to be honest, Purple, I really won't want to give this up for a minute. And I know that I was telling you that I'm planning on going to school one day. In all honesty, I'm just trying to enjoy this PC gaming while I can, because I know I'm going to get to a point in my life where I'm not really going to be hopping on as much. And I know that day is coming, but I just want to live life right now to, you know, the best of the gaming life while I can, basically. So I know at the end of this video, you said when you, when you become a doctor, you definitely going to have time. Thing is, Purple, all last week when I was trying to work on doing a reaction to this video, I still find a way to play a game, even if it's just for like 10, 15 minutes. That's something better than nothing. Like all last week, I was playing a little bit of the Battlefield 6 beta. I was playing Stalker, everything. I mean, like, hell, matter of fact, I can even show you some of the games I got installed right now. Like right now, got Cyberpunk. Sorry, my throat is pretty dry and it is still kind of late for me. Yeah, I got Cyberpunk, Counter-Strike 2. Let's see. I think that's pretty much all what I got installed from Steam. And then on the Xbox app, let's see my library. I only got... Oh, no. I also got Car X installed as well. I literally forgot about that. I got Forza, Marvel Rivals from Steam, and Project Zomboid, and Call of Duty, and Stalker, and Rainbow Six Siege, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. So I'm also playing those too. So my thing is, Purple, I'm still going to find time to play my games regardless. Still going to find my time, but I totally get it. It's a different mindset. Like I said, even about Porter Rock and his, you know, gang and stuff. Most of them, they be living in the past too. Not saying that you are living in the past, but the way that you said it just comes off like it. So I really need to go get me a bottle of water. Really need to go get me a bottle of water. But at the same time, I know that you said that you can't relate, but this is just the things that gamers are going to go through. Today, we're struggling with being able to maintain our games. We're dealing with censorship. We're dealing with all these things. And, you know, I think people just got to people just better start emulating their stuff. I don't know. Because the way how it's going, it looks like you're going to own nothing and you will be happy. And can't nobody even really like debate me or even try to debunk that, because it's true. You will own nothing and you will be happy. It's just like you're giving away money at that point. That's the reason why I had that criticism, Purple, because the thing is, if I buy a game, like let's say if I buy a key card game, right? I even feel like this about PlayStation 2, you know, like you can buy a game, but you're just accessing the game from the store. You don't really have access to that game for real. The disc is just a damn license key. The thing is, if I'm spending my money to buy that game, and if I really don't own the game, then that makes piracy morally right then. But somehow, some way, people still try to, come up and try to argue that for some reason. But anyways, continue.
But I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Gosh, I had that star.
Skip it up a little bit. Trying to make this a quick video because I am so damn tired, but I've been trying to work on this response video, and I think this is just the perfect way to do it. Just do a reaction.
I don't even know this map. I know this. And who did?
All right, come on.
I just don't like the coming. The same thing on the NVIDIA side. I don't support greed. All right, tell me, Neos, what do you think greed is?
Let's see. Greed is literally getting over on your consumers. That's literally what greed is. Greed is literally selling products and then gaining a lot of money off that said product, knowing that you literally fucking lied about that product. Like, you know what? Hold on. Matter of fact, I'll do this too. Let me see. See, Jensen, NVIDIA. Jensen, NVIDIA RTX 5070. Let me see here.
You get to upgrade that and turbocharge the living daylights out of it. Well, now,
mind you, this is what he literally got on stage and said earlier this year. He showed the 4090. That this is the 4090. This is the regular MSRP, even though people wasn't paying for that. People was paying almost $2,500 damn dollars for this one graphics card, which is literally a whole damn PC build. But I'm gonna let him go.
Blackwell family RTX 5070. 4090 performance.
This is greed. This is greed because you're getting over. You're getting over and you're lying to your consumers. That's what's greed, Purple. That's what greed is. You're getting over. This is getting over because this is a fucking lie. Like, I'm not trying to talk crazy or anything while I'm on this microphone, but this is a damn lie. You look at benchmarks. This card right here with a 12 gigs is not getting this. It's not getting this. In fact, it's worse than that. It's so much worse.
At 549. Oh, let's go. That's class. Impossible without artificial intelligence. Impossible without the 4 teraops of AI tensor cores. Impossible without the G7 memories. Impossible without artificial.
So my thing is, if you pay for a product, Purple, you pay for a product. This is your real FPS. But if you flip on DLSS, and like, I'm not even gonna say anything about ray tracing because the ray tracing is a fucking scam. You flip on DLSS, you turn on multi-frame gen, you get all these frames, which people call them fake frames, whatever. Now, I will say using DLSS, it is pretty good. It's not bad by a long shot, but at the same time, why is you selling me on this? I want the native performance. This is native performance, mind you, with everything maxed out. I want native. Well, if you're telling me that a 4090, if this car can do a 4090, right? Why isn't this right here the native performance? That's what I'm saying what greed is. Like, these companies are literally getting over on their consumers. That's why I even made the statement that there's a difference between the smart consumers and the consumers that just don't care. and the consumers that are just like fanboys. Like it's, you know, it's a big difference. It's a big difference. Like this right here is a fucking joke.
The 4 teraops of AI tensor cores.
This is a joke. Like my thing is, even with that being said, like bruh, like hold up, RTX 5090. See here, pricing. Click on Best Buy. If Best Buy loads up, my question is this worth it? This is greed. This card right here, if you have a 4090, there's no need to buy this card. Now, this is an upgrade. Not to say that this isn't an upgrade. This is an upgrade for people who maybe are on a 2080 or maybe like an old AMD graphics card like the 6900 XT. You know, something like that. But the problem is you got a lot of fanboys out here that's gonna buy this anyway and try to hype this shit up. And of course, all this is loading real slow. But who wants to pay for this though? Now, sure, there are plenty of people that have the money to pay for it, you know. But at the same time, if you're just buying this for gaming, bro, they got over on you. Whether you like that or not, they got over on you. Sorry, not sorry, but at least I'm being honest about it. They got over.
Possible without the G7 memories. Okay?
Like this is a joke. And I'm not trying to say that multi-frame gen is bad or anything. The thing is, if you're coming out with a new generation, give it more than this. Like the 4000 series already got frame generation. Multi-frame generation is cool and all, but you could have gave it more than this. I don't know what they could have gave it, but they could have gave it something different.
Performance, $549, and here's the whole family.
Like this is a joke, and none of these cards are even priced at their MSRP. Like literally, this card right here is literally like 800 some bucks. Like this is starting to come down. This is actually decent. This is not decent. The RTX 5080 is literally running at the same MSRP as the fucking 4090. This right here is definitely outrageous. This card right here is not for people who are just regular gamers. If you're a regular gamer, this card wouldn't be the way to go. These 3 cards right here would be the way to go. But this right here did like almost $3,000 in Best Buy. That was just only like an example. But I literally seen this card running for $4,000. For this? For this though? Like, bruh, come on.
All the way up to 5090, twice.
You know what? And another thing is too, I bring up another example. Because I know in Discord we was talking about greed and everything. And literally, I was literally also discussing the CUDA thing as well. But I don't want to bring that up. I just want to bring this up. Like literally getting over on your consumers, that's like, come on. Like this right here, I know that this is a meme or whatever. But like literally look at this. Right here, this is DLSS 4 with multi-frame gen. He's literally using multi-frame gen. When you see the lines that look like this, it's a multi-frame gen right now. This is crap. Like, what is that? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, what is this? This isn't 4090 performance. And he's literally comparing. He literally got this paired up with one of the best CPUs on the market right now. This is like, come on now. Come on, bruh. That's different. That is so different. Like this, no. Even with Horizon Forbidden West, like that is like, how is this a 4090? How is this a 4090? And you got this running at 143 FPS. How? Please, please explain to me how. Like, what? That's what greed is. Greed is literally getting over on your consumers because the consumers don't know any better. If people had common sense, I guarantee you, Purple, if people had common sense, if people actually had common sense, people wouldn't be getting over on people like that. I just have to keep it real. I got to keep it real. This is getting over. You're lying. You're literally selling a product and you're lying about it. This is greed. To me. Now, I know in your stream, you was trying to push the goalpost like what isn't greed or whatever. Everybody got greed going on. But the thing is, Purple, I'm not worried about those. I'm not worried about other people. I'm not worried about other businesses. I'm worried about things gaming. I'm worried about things gaming. This is pathetic. You get on stage and you say that this is 4090, but this is the real 4090. This is literally the fake. Like this is fake. This is the real deal. This is bullshit. Like this is crap. Like what is this? See, God of War Ragnarok. I just want to throw in another one. Look at that. He got everything set. He got everything maxed the F out. What is this? Dude, you lit. and I just want to say this. The 5070 is not a card. No, it's not a bad card by any means. I'm not trying to say that this is a bad card. This is a really good card, especially if you're a first time PC builder and you want something on a budget. Matter of fact, I'll even show you. Hold on, RTX 5070. Whoa. Let's see. These are reasonably priced. I mean, this is not bad. I mean, like, if I'm being honest, this is probably way more better than buying a PS5 Pro. I had to adjust my mic right there a little bit. But literally, this isn't bad. This isn't bad by a long shot. This isn't bad. It's not bad at all. So, you know. But anyways, as I said before, you know, like, what is this? Like this is hilarious. This is actually hilarious. I'm not even joking. Like this is a big FPS difference right here. You get on stage and you say that this is going to be powerful as a 4090. You're literally trying to get over on your consumers. That's greed. Same thing with Nintendo. Selling high price ass games, selling a console that can brick itself after they don't got your money. First off, I want to say this too about the Nintendo Switch. If you're selling me a product, it's supposed to be a product I own, not you still having ownership over a product that I bought. Like my thing is how make that make sense. I would love for someone to try to like tell me about that, because the thing is about that, you got to like make that make sense when someone else has control over the product that you buying. The only thing that anybody is supposed to be doing on the Nintendo Switch 2 console is literally giving it updates. I didn't ask you to fucking break the console that I bought. I didn't ask you to do that. And if I buy a device, I should be able to do whatever I want to do on that said product. I should be able to do whatever I want to do. That's like if I bought one of these cards or whatever, right? And Nvidia said, like the megahertz right here, and you overclocked it to like 3000. So now we're gonna like brick the performance in your card now by turning it down because you went over its overclocking. Bro, do you know how effing retarded you sound when you do like what? What? How does that even work? How does that work? If I buy a product, it's mine. You don't get to control clock speeds and shit. I get to boost it up if I want to, if I want to gain more performance. Like, you have to make that make sense. You have to. That's why I said purple is greed. All these companies are greedful. But at the same time, purple, I'm keeping things gaming. I don't care about McDonald's or these banks or these corpos. I already know corporates are full of shit. I'm already aware of that. But what I'm saying is, when you have people that don't know any better, they're going to go out and go do what they want to go do. Now, I'm not in control over people's wallet. I don't want to be in control of people's wallet. But what I'm saying is, people have to literally get better with the stuff that they're buying, because when you buy this stuff, you're letting these companies know that it's okay for them to milk you. You're letting them know that it's okay for them to get over on you. That's the whole point that I was making. But then at the end of your video, at the end of your stream, you said I couldn't articulate my points. The thing is, purple, I could tell the whole world my points. I could go through the fifth denominator to this ABC, whatever mathematical question it is. I go down a whole science route of trying to explain stuff to people, and people still act like they slow. People are still gonna act like they're slow. So at the end of the day, I just let people be stupid. If can't nobody understand what I was talking about, then hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But continue. I already don't gave my point about that.
Tell me here's the thing. Tell me what is the difference between, I've always wondered this.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think greed is? Like,
I already told you. And I already don't give you an example. Shall I keep going? Like, literally, you have the PlayStation 5 Pro as a scam too. I'm pretty sure if it wasn't a scam, Mark Cerny would have never came out and said that it's a flopflation. This man literally got on stage and made these ponies look fucking stupid. That you guys got scammed. Still to this day, I bet you right now, I'm willing to bet, if I'm at work tomorrow and I pull up on Twitter and I say something about PC, whatever, about how it's better than the PS5 Pro, I'm willing to guarantee you these ponies, they gonna pull up soft as fuck. They get soft and touchy when you say something about they Pro. I'm telling you, I don't even like talking like this. This is real late for me. I just wanted to come on and, do my reaction, give my little take or whatever. Because I thought this was a little good back and forth or whatever. Damn, I need to drink some water. It's almost 2:00 in the morning. And I do need to get some sleep. But I just wanted to get this reaction out the way. And I wanted to give my response to probably three more things. I'm trying to skip it up a little bit. But as I told you, they get real soft and touchy when you say something about their PS5 Pro. And I literally have to put them in a place and be like, hey, you got scammed, buddy. Don't get mad. Don't get mad at me, bro. I'm just telling you, you got scammed, bro. It's okay, bro. We all got scammed. I literally bought a PS5 way back in 2022, and I barely even play on it now. Because the console doesn't hold any means to me barely anymore. And I'm moving on. I'm playing on my PC and I'm having a good time. All honesty, I've thought about selling this PS5 a couple of times. I'm being real, but I have a big ass backlog on it that I would love to play and finish. But some of those games from my PS5 library, I ended up getting those on my I ended up getting those, some of those on my PC. Some of them I got. But like, go ahead, Purple. Go ahead.
Profit margin wise, like if the company takes 10% profit, is that greed? If they take 20%, is that greed? If they take 1%, like what is?
The thing is, Purple, I don't care about profits. Look, Purple. I don't care about profits. Profits is not in my category. If I'm worried about profit, trust and believe me, it'll be me worrying about my own personal profit. Cause I do got some stuff that I want to do one day. Like I got a lot of stuff that I would like to get done. So once I get into like making business moves or whatever, then I care about profit. But until then, I don't care about profit. I care about what's being done in the gaming community right now. I care about how these companies are going about stuff. That's what I care about. I don't care about the profit, but go ahead though.
Greed. I never understood this this thing like where people are like, oh, the company's greedy. Well, it is in there to make a profit. So I'm
Purple, what company isn't out here trying to make profit? Of course, every company is trying to make profit. That's the whole point, right? That's the whole point. They don't try to make profit, but at the same time, you're gonna make a profit. Don't downplay and try to sell a product that ain't good. That's the thing I'm saying. Like literally, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like you can sell whatever you want to sell, make however much product that you want to make off of it. But my thing is, don't sell a shitty product. Make your product way more enticing for me to buy. Literally, as I told you, Purple, in this video, I wanted to buy a Nintendo Switch 2. After watching that presentation, me being intelligent that I am, literally said no. I'm not finna participate in Nintendo's bullshit. I'm not finna do that. They can keep doing whatever the hell they want to do, but for me, I ain't doing that. I'm not finna give them my money. Why give them money when I can just get it for free? For free 99. Like why? Why? If they didn't make the game key cards and if they actually made their games reasonably priced, hey, you know what's so crazy? I wouldn't even be saying anything about Nintendo because Nintendo, they are in their own little quiet place. They are not really competing at all. They're doing their own thing. I know some people like to make the whole thing like, oh, Nintendo can't compete. I'm sorry, but Nintendo, they can't compete. I'm sorry, they literally doing their own thing. They can't really compete. I even brought that up in this live stream, like they can't. If they was willing to compete, they wouldn't be out here sending lawsuits to Power World and everything. How about you make a better Nintendo? Not Nintendo. How about you make a better Pokemon game? Why don't you do that? Just do that. I'm pretty sure people wouldn't have a problem with that, right? Because you are literally doing stuff. Become competitive. Because Nintendo, they can't compete. Like you got PlayStation, Xbox out here going third party. You know what's so crazy? I already came up to the conclusion, Purple, and I know you might disagree with this, but Nintendo's next. Nintendo's going to be next to put their games on PC. And the day that happens, the salt and the copium from these Nintendrones out here, oh my God, that's going to be hilarious. I'm going to have an absolute blast with these fanboys. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like the troll The trolling is going to be hilarious. Oh my God, the day that happens, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I really cannot wait. That's going to be hilarious. But anyways, go ahead and continue, Purple.
I'm always just curious, like, what is too much versus, oh, that's the right amount. I don't support emulation for piracy. I hear you, Audi. It's a 4K build, but I used to for 1440. I have an AMD. Oh, your AMD build. That's cool. That's solid. Baby Peach passing.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Everybody keeps passing me right at the finish line. Like, that's the question I have for you. What is greed? Like, and Neos, you said you were going to medical school, right?
Mm-hmm. By the way, Purple, if you watch this, and I will say this, I won't say too much about it because I kind of want to keep this a little bit personal, but I do have an interest in neuro. I do have an interest. I think I was telling you that in Discord. I think, I don't know. It's really late for me. I'm trying to wrap this up. But yeah, I do have an interest in neuro surgery. I would like to become a neurosurgeon. I know not many people might watch this video or whatever. I know you might react or you might just give me your opinions, your takes, because I'm probably going to send this to you later today after work. I'm probably not going to upload this right now, but this is just like a full-on off the rip reaction. No edits, no none of that. Full on. I'm just going off the top. So to anybody that has an interest, I just have an interest in that. I probably won't go further deeper into it because, you know, I am trying to do great things for myself. I am trying to become great, do whatever I want to do in my life. I would like to be independent, like really, you know, pursue, do what a man got to do. Because, you know, this might be a little deep. This is probably going to be a little deep. So I'm going to leave it at that. So go ahead, continue, Purple. Go ahead.
So my question would be, like, why are you going to medical school?
Already answered. You skip this up a little bit.
I'm just curious. I'm just asking. Especially as it relates to gaming.
So one thing I'll say, medical, it doesn't relate to gaming. If that was your question, no, it doesn't relate to gaming. Basically, I have my other opinions, like literally gaming. This whole persona, like of Neos and everything, this is like a whole different person compared to how I am, like not on camera or not when I'm streaming. Like I'm an entirely different person. Who knows? You might even see that person come out sometime. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like this is a whole different persona. This is a whole different persona because I'm just trying to have fun with this while I can. And another thing is too, this YouTube channel and everything, I just want to like be able to try to like test it out and work on like editing videos and stuff like that for my gaming channel and stuff, because I think this is just only for like a certain amount of time, because I think one of these days this YouTube channel is not really my true goal. My goal is to actually run a channel one day to actually help men become better versions of themselves. And I'm not talking about no red pill stuff. I'm not talking about how, you know, they should sleep with like 20 plus women or whatever. Like, no, you need to just be with one woman, dude. But you need to actually find yourself, because the thing is there's a lot of lost men out here. And, you know, but the reason why I want to go to medical school is because, like I said, I have an interest in neurosurgery, but I also want to grow a business one day. Like I would like to probably write a book someday, because I have my struggles too as a young man. I do, and I'm still trying to navigate on that at the end of the day. But before I go too personal or whatever, that is one of my biggest goals, is to help. I feel like deep down, it's weird for me to say it, because I remember when we was talking in Discord, I told you like I really kind of like don't like that many people for real like that, for certain reasons. But I think that's just only a time period in my life because I'm young and I'm still trying to understand stuff. But one thing about me, I'm a really bold person. I'm like really bold with stuff. Sometimes I'm like really uncensored when I say stuff. Like I don't have a filter for real when I say things and speak on stuff. So it's a lot of stuff with me, Purple. But anyways, continue on. I'm trying to hurry this video up because it is going on 2 o'clock in the morning. So yeah.
Like, what company would you say is not greedy in game?
I can't say that. All companies are greedy. Purple, at this point, that's just pushing the goalposts. That's literally pushing the goalposts. Like all companies are greedy. I can't say which company that isn't greedy, but all these companies are. Ubisoft, EA, all of them. I mean, hell, I used to play Apex Legends. Like dead ass. I used to play Apex Legends on my PlayStation. Every time after high school, I used to spend hours and days on that game. I literally played that game for, I want to say, it literally like 8 hours a day. Like that game was like it's funny to say it. It was literally like a job for real. But like really looking back on it, I have 3,000 hours in that game. And I tell you, that game it started to get really, really down bad and everything. I could go further and further in it, but I was literally trying to be a pro player in that game. Like I remember I tried my best to get up to diamond, and every season I was getting better. Like I would play with some people that I was talking to on PlayStation that I no longer talk to anymore, and we used to just climb ranks. We literally used to just like climb ranks and everything. So I was trying to be a pro player in that game. And this one season, I was so close to getting diamond. I was that close because diamond and masters and predator are the top ranks in that game. Literally. So I was close. I was definitely that person in Apex. Like literally right now, if I was to play Apex again, if I'm fighting a diamond player, masters player, I could literally try to like 1v1 them out. I can't even tell you. It took me a minute to get good, but definitely I can melt a player. I probably not a It's Timmy's, but some Preds out there and some masters. Yeah, let's F around and find out. That's the only thing I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, I can pretty much say all these people are greedy, Purple. There's no ifs or buts about it. All these companies are greedy. I mean, like hell, I even said Apex for example, because that game they would literally release $200 skin sets, and it's like, dude, who the hell is gonna pay for this stuff for a heirloom? You know, you're only getting less in return. So yeah, all these companies are greedy. So I can't even answer that one, but that's just pushing the goalposts.
Oh, how did Ambi survive?
Try to push it up a little bit.
Just not. This is great. I was doing decent.
Come on, Purple.
Get to take
Come on.
minimum changes.
Oh.
That Ambi? Hey, that's a great machine. You definitely, yeah, he's doing really well. Rise game key cards, reselling console with bare minimum changes, just like the point. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's reel this one back in.
Mm-hmm.
This one back in.
Yep. Come on, Purple. Come on.
Let's reel this one back in.
All right, cool. Come on.
All right.
Yep.
GG's very competitive. All right. Overcharged game key cards, reselling. Okay. Nintendo's not selling game key cards, by the way, right?
What do you mean? Purple, you have to clear. They literally sold a couple of titles that had game key cards. Hell, I even remember the Tony Hawk. They literally sold the empty box, an empty box with a code. Even though that's not a game key card, but what? What do you mean? They are literally selling you game key cards. If they weren't selling you purple, a lot of people wouldn't be talking about this. But I am trying to hurry this up. So go ahead, because the thing is about the purple, they are selling you game key cards. There are plenty of games out there that are game key cards. Some games will have the full game on it, and some games are just going to be game key cards, and they're overpriced as shit. That's the problem. And then, like I said before, the PS5 Pro is a scam. Can't nobody debate me on that, and can't nobody even argue that, because it is. It is. Now, I will admit the PS5 Pro is good for what it like slightly offers, but it's not nothing generational by a long shot. Like, people are bragging about this like this is something crazy. Like, I literally telling this one guy, like, bro, do you know how many people already experienced a PS5 Pro before the PS5 Pro even came out? Like, dude, this isn't rocket science, bro. And then a lot of games on the PS5 Pro barely even utilizes Pisser. It barely even utilizes. So it's like you guys literally sold a whole console based on upscaling, on AI upscaling, and it barely even utilizes it. But you're selling me on this product. Like, that's like, come on, bruh. Come on, purple, bro. I mean, not bro, but not trying to call you that, but like, for real, come on, purple. And it is kind of late. I'm trying to hurry this video up. I'm trying to respond to much as I can, because I do got to get up in the morning for work. But this is called dedication. I definitely have to respond this to you, because I did promise that, hey, I'll get this out. And you said that you might watch it and you might not. So at the end of the day, whether you watch it or not, this is my dedication. But at the same time, to your crowd of people, I may not make sense to. But at the same time, there's a lot of people that understands where I'm coming from about this. There's a lot of people that understand. And that's okay. That in purple, that's 100% fine if you don't understand what I'm saying. Because what I'm saying 100% makes sense. It 100% makes sense. Because Sony and Nintendo, they all got BS going. Hell, I even say Microsoft does too. But at the same time, Microsoft, they've been at least doing some good stuff. At least. But at the same time, though, the Nintendo Switch with their game key cards, I can't purple. I can't with that. Like, no. And that's why I'm saying, that's why I've been saying some stuff about it. It's like, dude, this stuff is just scummy. It's just scummy activity. But go ahead though.
For publishers, like, so who makes the decision to sell either a physical, a game key card, or digital? It's not the developer. Nintendo has already said that they're putting everything on a physical cartridge, no game key card. However, if
you know that whatever they say, they can lie about that, right? Like you do realize that, right? I even just gave you the same example with this. Like literally, I gave you the same example. He literally said that this was supposed to be this. So why the hell is this not on this? But you might know a little bit more than me, purple. You know, go ahead.
You went back a few years ago for physical, people were saying, hey, we don't want digital, we want something physical so we could trade it in. So they gave you the option. If a publisher wants to use that or not, that's up to them. But that's on the publisher. Also, on top of that, when we talk about physical editions of a game, many times
gotta adjust my mic.
Party developer. So
all right, there we go.
I don't know, Capcom, for example. Capcom doesn't make the physical. Someone else, and I've said this before.
Okay.
Limited run games. They're the ones who will license the game.
Okay.
Or they'll pay for the license of the game and then they'll make physical. So when I hear people talk about like the game keycard situation, I'm like, I don't understand why people are blaming Nintendo for trying to introduce something that they say that it's an option. It's not the way to do it.
Purple. People are putting the blame on Nintendo because they're promoting it. They are literally promoting it. And I'm hoping my microphone ain't that damn loud, because I am trying to adjust it currently. But at the same time, Purple, they literally are promoting that. They are promoting these game key cards. That's the reason why Nintendo is getting so much shit for them. And that's the real reason why so many people are complaining about it. That's the real reason why so many people are making videos about it, because they don't like this stuff. Things were really different a long time ago, but things have changed. Like, things are changed, Purple. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That's the thing. Like what's so hard for you to like understand that? That's simple. That's simple as hell. Like I don't know, Purple. Maybe I can't read that off of you. I don't know. But Nintendo is literally promoting it. That's why they're getting shit for it. I'm pretty sure if they never did all of that, they wouldn't be getting crap for it, but they are. They are. Until they start to change something up, then they probably won't get crap for it. But continue.
So that's on that one. But you push back if you think that's not the case. Like I said,
I already gave my pushback.
Just came in, but so I was gonna buy not too long ago. I was actually with a group of investors, and we were gonna buy a game company.
That's what's up.
And the same thing came up, not the game key card, but
hey, Purple, I want to say this too. That's what's up. Like, dead ass. That's what's up. You doing your thing. You got your YouTube channel going on. You're a businesswoman. Hey, that's what's up. 100% shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't throw hate around. I don't, have no judgments towards people or whatever. But 100%, that's what's up. So I just want to tell you that's 100% what's up.
Yeah, physical. And so when you actually start doing all the actual business on physical, and we did this in our chat, we said, who cares about physical? The truth of the matter is, as much as people like to complain about digital game cards or physical or whatever, no one buys physical. It's a very small group of people.
Okay, so that right there, that could be argued. Because there are people that care about physical and there's people that don't care. Now, the reason why people that don't care about physical is because they deem it like just simple. They ain't got to go to the store to pick it up. It's just an easy buy, and you chilling inside your own house or whatever. I know it was really popular for me during like the COVID times. Like, I was just buying games left and right on my PlayStation. I kind of regretted that. I kind of regret that because like now I don't buy all those games, and only some of them I played and some of them I haven't even touched. Like, I have all the Watchdog games and everything on my PlayStation, and I only played Watch Dogs 1, Watch Dogs 2, and I haven't even touched finished Legion. That game is still waiting for me to like complete, and I barely even turned on my PlayStation. So that could be argued though, because I know there's some people that care about their physical. Like me, I once cared about my physical. I remember it was kind of hard for me to accept digital for a minute. It really was, but I kind of got used to it in a sense. I got used to it, but at the same time, it was hard. It was really hard to like get into digital, but physical, I don't know. That's a little bit arguable because some people do like to still buy their physical games. Maybe you might have a statistic on that more than me, but I think that's arguable. But anyways, go ahead.
Very small. So that's why I feel like there's like legit criticisms, but then there's like you're just not really. Who's right next to me? Granite. But let me look at your other one really quick. Override bare minimum changes. Again, if we look at, if you want the top performing thing, you can build that, right? But as far as having a sustainable business, right? there is a point to where just trying to get the highest type of machine, that's not sustainable.
Okay.
And we see that, right? Xbox does not have a sustainable business.
Okay, so Purple, I'm gonna have to ask you about that. How is Xbox not a sustainable business? Now I know that they had a lot of faults. They did recently let go of a lot of employees. I did hear about that, and I have been paying attention to some articles and stuff. I have been keeping up with what's going on with Xbox and everything. But the thing is, Purple, you can't say that like I don't know what you mean by sustainable, because if they're not a sustainable business, then why is Sony putting Helldivers 2 on Xbox and probably finna drop Spider-Man on there too? Like the day I see that, that's gonna be hilarious. So I don't know. Maybe you could tell me in Discord or something or whatever. But how is that not sustainable? Because the thing is about it, PlayStation, they're finna put their games on Xbox. So you gotta explain that. You gotta explain that. But continue.
And so I think in reality, even though they talked about, hey, we want to have the physical, we want to have the most powerful, most game people would tell you that actually did a lot more damage.
I might have to cut this short soon because I am getting really tired, but I'm trying to like cover up on some of these points.
To put something out on the market that is not, again, sustainable. But I hear you. But you have the option to build something else. And for the most part, to get a solid 60 and a solid 4K or 1440p, that's what most people want. That
is true. Yeah, most people do want that. But the thing is about it, on console, you're not really getting that, though. You're getting something that's upscaled, which one thing I would say, there's nothing wrong with upscaled technology. The problem that I have with that is for like the people that's coming out here and try to like argue resolutions and stuff. Like, you got a lot of people be like, oh, I'm actually playing my Mario Kart at like 4K 120. Bro, you not really playing at the real 4K, bro. Like, dude, stop the cap. You capping. Now, me, I could do that. On my PC, I actually play the real resolution and actually get that accurate FPS. I could actually do that. I'm not trying to sound like a jackass or asshole, but a lot of people love to argue about resolutions. They're like, especially just like these ponies. These ponies be talking about, I'm playing at 4K 60. Okay, you playing at 4K 60, but I'm going above and beyond you. Plus, all these consoles, they all use upscaling, right? PlayStation, Xbox, they both use FSR. And I think Nintendo, they use DLSS and FSR, but I could be wrong about that. But I know that they use DLSS, right? So with that being said, they use all this upscaling. So no one is really running their games on console at the real resolutions except for people on PC. Now, a lot of people could argue that a lot of people on PC is not either using their own PCs at the real resolution. You know what I'm saying? People could argue that too. And that's 100% fine. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of people can argue that, but at the same time, I'm actually running my games at the real resolution. So, I mean, like, I mean, this whole resolution thing that people like to argue about, it's, what does VG say? It's a fugazi. It's just nonsense. But I get what you're saying, Purple. I do. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and continue your point. But I think I am gonna wrap up this video here. I'm gonna try to save up this save point, and I'm gonna try to continue this when I come back from work today. So it'd be like a part 1 and then a part 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and definitely end this here. Then I'm gonna upload the other one. But I'm gonna say this though. definitely, you know, Purple. I'm a, you know, hopefully you do understand what I'm saying, because I mean, like, what I'm saying, this isn't rocket science. There's nothing rocket science about what I'm saying. This is just all common sense. And if you still don't understand it, it is what it is. People don't understand. It just is what it is. People just gonna be whatever. It is what it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep, and I'm gonna make this part 2 to this. I just want to say thank you to everybody that definitely tuned in to watch this video. And I do got more videos coming along. I am still practicing on my editing skills and everything else. And I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and then I'll be with part 2 later today. So peace.